Hello everyone. So in today's video I'm going to discuss how to create tables for a software where the users use the software, where we store the details, and also creating software for storing inventory. So what we have here is our first question. The bill book is a system used to keep information on the bills of the shoe store called Aralia Shoe Center. This method is used for a long time, but using this method will embarrass the shop owner and employees. The accountant working in the shop pointed out to the shop owner the disadvantage of the bill book system. Disadvantages pointed out were the loss of bill books, damage to bill books, and the need for a separate space for storing bill books. Because of these factors, the store owner realizes that the bill book system is difficult to use and decides to use the computer software. The software was developed by AI Soft, a software company. You work as a senior software engineer at this company. You and your team are tasked with creating the database of this software. Create the required ER diagram for that. To do this, follow the instructions below. Name the database as Earlier Shoe Center. Alright, so let's answer this question set number 31. So here we have to create a user table. So the user table, we have a user ID, data type integer, auto increment, and the primary key. Then the first term, first name, varchar 45, length 45. So here last name, varchar 45, contact number, varchar 10, then the status, which will be integer. Alright, so then after that we have a gender table to make, gender ID, that is integer, and the gender name, varchar 10. Then the user type, this is also integer, the user type name, varchar 45. Then we have the login ID, that is the which is an integer. Then we have the username, which is 40, username varchar 20, and the password, which is varchar 45, but I think it should be 20 according to this question. So here we're supposed to design address table, and yeah, so the address ID will be the primary key, and it will be on auto increment. It will be of the type integer, because the data type for auto increment is supposed to be integer. Then we have the number, varchar 45, then the street 1, varchar 45, street 2, varchar 45. Then we have a city table, which we are going to link to the address. So here the city ID will be an integer, and the city name will be varchar 45. As the previous tables, this will be the primary key on auto increment. Alright, so let's move on to our MySQL Workbench software to create this. Alright, so let's start off by designing our ER diagram. So first we'll name our database as Earlier Shoe Center. Okay, so let's rename this. Now we're going to double click and get an ER diagram. So here our ER diagram should have 6 tables according to the questions. So our first table will be a user table, and it will be the column name will be user ID, which will be on auto increment, integer auto increment. Alright, next the first name, varchar 45, it will be not now. Then the last name, varchar 45, not now. Then the contact number, varchar 10, now contact number, not now. And the status, which will be of the type integer, and also it will be not null. So integer, not now. That's our first table. And moving on to our second table. The second table will be the gender table. So primary key, auto increment, gender ID will be the name of the first column. Then the second one will be gender name. I think it's varchar 10, so we have to change this value to 10. Alright, next we have to create a table name for the user type. So then we have to have the user type ID, user type ID. Alright, so this will be of the type primary key, auto increment, the type integer. Next we are going to have the user type name as varchar, type name, so this will be varchar 45. Yeah. Alright, so this will be not null, this will be not null. I'm deleting this extra column. Right, so we have to make this also not null as well. Okay, we'll keep this user table in the center. Alright, then we'll be making a system login table, system login. So here it will be login ID, primary key, not null, auto increment. Then the username varchar 20, and the password will also be varchar 20. Alright, so the password is also varchar 20. So our fourth table has now been created. Let's move on to create our fifth table. Okay, so yeah, all these columns should be not null, so let's leave it as not null. And then let's create our fifth table, which is the address table. So for our address table, we'll also be having an address ID as well. So the address ID will be address underscore ID, and then we are going to make it a primary key, not null, auto increment. Then we are going to have the number. This will also be not null. The number will be varchar 45. The street 1, and this will also be not null. We'll be having it as a varchar 45. Then street 2, varchar 45, not null. Alright, so we can delete the extra column, and then we are going on to make the final column for our question. So we have made all this final table. So here the final table will be the city table for this question. So here it will have the city ID. Alright, the city ID is done. Then it will be a primary key, not null, auto increment, and the city name, which is a varchar 45. We are keeping that as not null. Alright, so not null. So yeah, we have created this table, and basically that is it for this video. Thank you for watching.